Hey, Spuddies! PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 6 as the Khmer Empire. We are out here living our best life, eradicating, and it really is, oops, I didn't mean to open the tech tree. It really is a eradication, because they have pissed me off. I'm going to be real with you. They have done so much random ass stuff. Now, we definitely need to get a governor into that city that we just conquered. I suppose Moksha will do. Skadoosh. Now, we do have a little bit of a loyalty issue, but loyalty issues ain't that big of a deal if you can get yourself an inquisitioner. Let's take a look at what we got here. We got obviously occupation. We got not following my religion. So that's a swing of 6 right there. If I can get them to follow my religion, the occupation is obviously a problem. But if we can get to Malgium, blast Malgium right open, that'll give us a bit of loyalty in the area. We could, in theory, and this might be a little bit of a mad idea, we could move Victor to Zanzibar, and by putting him into Zanzibar, he'll provide +4 loyalty to the nearby cities. That is 1, 2, wait, how far does that ability reach? 9 tiles. So I believe that this is 9 tiles away, and it is, so he will provide loyalty in the area, thus making things nice and safe for us. We'll also keep the city, and actually the loyalty isn't even as bad as it looked. Once we get that city converted, it'll be all good. And we should get some era score for doing that. Let's go ahead and just get the repairs started. I think we'll make the meeting house go first because that gives production. Then we'll go for the monument, then the granary, then the campus, and the industrial zone. Might actually put the industrial zone to the front there. Get all that repaired. This way we can get the production back into this city. Repair the things that give you production first. That way you can repair everything else faster. So Dermuti is probably not doing much in the way of loyalty pressure, nor is Haradum. More so Malgium and Borsipet need to be taken out. So I'm going to start moving Elefantos in the direction that we need to move to make this happen. All right, let's get this train moving. I'll use the high range guy to kill this, get him out of the way, and I'll move you forward. Begin blast of the city of Malgium. You'll take the depredation promotion. Where is my Inquisitor? I might need a second Inquisition. Get to here, blast the city, get all my elephants into position. We're going to charge the city of Malgium. Like we're just going to go all whole hog. We will be chopping this tile to finish that holy site, get the shrine up. We want to get to the Prasat as soon as possible because of the huge amount of culture it provides. The faith too is really nice. Keep on scootly scooching with our poodly poochers. That's what I'm going to call elephants from now on. Poodly poochers. All right, we're taking a few hits on our elephants, but that's okay. That is to be expected. Let's continue the advance. We want to get right up in their grill. So let's bring the Inquisitor over. It probably isn't quite enough to get it this turn. We still do have 2 turns. The loyalty is bad. The happiness level is bad. Maybe I could purchase some luxuries. Nope. If only I could be that lucky. Well, the good news is the city shouldn't rebel with a whole lot of love. No, with a whole lot of oh my god, there's a word I'm looking for here. It shouldn't be, there won't be much combat strength defense, so I should be able to retake the city again fairly easily, is what I was trying to say. Okay, we got the Prasad over here. We're going to buy the Stupa. Lingapura, the city has matured quite well. I'm about to get a lumber mill, another thing in here. I think I can safely now crack out a couple of builders. This city has now had enough invested into it that it can now choose to invest into my other cities. That's kind of how the investment chain works. These cities invest into this city invests into these cities. That's a whole lot of man-at-arms. Run away. And, you know, hopefully it falls down the line. Let's go ahead and quickly get the monument because that provides a small trickle of culture and loyalty. Then we'll get the holy site in here. We are slowly developing an empire that is capable of doing a heckin' lot, one might say. Let's go ahead and get that camp up. There we go. 3 food, 3 production, 3 gold. A very nice tile on that camp. Do a little bit of exploration without it. There's a huge plot of land over here that we could go settle for a bit of fun. Right? You took some damage. That's all right. That was your purpose in life. You step forward 1 tile. Unrest, smash it in 2 turns. We converted the holy city. Still got 2 turns on that bad boy. What are we looking at? Starvation. We focus on food. Avoid the starvation. -2 loyalty per turn. We got a negative amenity. Maybe we could come in here and slap in the retainers card and liberalism, and then just cancel builders for a minute. Just no more builders for a while we try to figure that out. I will put neither here though. It seems like pretty worthwhile. So looking at the city of Lingapura, we got our harbor, we got our holy stuff, so we got a trade route and we got our religion stuff. We could go for an encampment to continue to develop our military capabilities. That's not entirely a terrible thing to do. However, we do have a harbor, so we could use this as a city to develop our navy. We could also use this to just industrially develop for late game production, right? If we go for the industrial zone and the encampment, we could produce pretty heavily late game stuff. Let's have a little think about that. We could also go for the neighborhood to continue to develop the city vertically. I think we're probably, it's probably time that we think about what our actual win condition is here. And like, if we take a look at the culture win, it's gonna be hard. We have like no tourism per turn. We're making 22 compared to Japan's 175. We could potentially pull off a science victory. We're way behind on Diplo. We're way behind on religion. I mean, we could pull off a religion, but it's just not the kind of game for it. So I'm thinking it'll be some kind of probably domination victory. I'll be going to war here in this game, I think. Now, the city of Lingapura, I could start to produce boats now, or I could prepare for future boat development with something like an industrial zone, with something like an encampment. Not very good campuses in the city. I think I'm going to go for the industrial zone because they're half price. I don't have a good theater square location, so I will go for the industrial zone. That'll allow me to develop the city's economy a little bit more vertically. It'll also get me factories and stuff like that, but more importantly, the workshop is the thing that I really want. I'm loving the train of Domries that are marching towards the front line. So how long until the city flips? At 0.4 loyalty per turn, we have secured Babylon. We just need Amalgam to fall. What if you were to scooch one tile forward, you just scooch one tile left, and you just repositioned this guy? We have converted Babylon. I'm just going to pull you back to a nice healing location, and I'll take the forward observers, because now you don't have to put yourself into harm's way to take shots on these cities. Always prioritize leveling up your bombards, because yes, it technically slows down the current fight that you're in, but it will speed up every other fight that you'll be in future. So it is definitely worth it. My science and culture is relatively good. My capital is doing relatively okay. I got the diplomatic quarter and I fully built it, at least as per my current capabilities. I'm still tempted by this terracotta army, but I don't think it's completely necessary for my game plan. I do think there's a decent 5-city entertainment complex in my capital. So I think that's worth it, because we are getting to the point in the game where amenities are going to be a little bit of a problem for my empire. And we're also getting to the phase of the game where we will get zoos. So I think it's good to get that entertainment capital now. Keep the economy well developed. Let's move this Inquisitor forward so he's ready to convert the city Amalgam. Condemn you to get rid of Shinto. We're just trying to delete as much enemy religious stuff as possible. A little bit of era score there. I'll take it. Oh! A shot, a line infantry, and a Querussi. All right, who are we killing here? I think we try to kill the Querussi. We step here, shoot him. You shoot him. All right, let's kill that Querussi. Get rid of him. Get him out of there. All right, finally, this Caravel can do some work to get rid of some of these annoying units. What are you doing, Babylon? There's no way you have good loyalty on that tile. I'm just saying that right now. All right, +3 era score for having our first harbor with an adjacency of 4 or higher. That's quite nice. We are potentially heading into a golden age here. We just need 6 more era score, which could happen based on the fact that we might be able to build a mausoleum, maybe get a little bit more. Remember, units are more important to kill than the cities, because if you kill the units, killing the cities becomes trivial. Let's make sure these elephants continuing to get to the front line. Right, so the harbour is completed at Angkor Wat. We are having a little bit of a housing problem in here, so I will go ahead and grab that granary. Then I'll grab the lighthouse. This will be +2 housing, and the lighthouse should be +3 housing. That'll be a total of +5 housing, which will bring us up to 18, so we'll be able to grow 4 more population without any restrictions. We should see the city start to pop off in terms of growth, because it's currently at a 75% housing penalty because it's hit its housing cap. If I check in here, you can see the housing multiplier is 0.25, which means our 8 surplus food is being turned into 2 surplus food, which is significantly slowing down the growth rate in that city. Bahavapura has finished the shrine. Let's go ahead and get the Prasat. It's an important building to be able to scale into the mid and late game, particularly from a cultural perspective. And we are just holding that line. Let's have a look at the siege report on Malgum. We're down to 132 fortification health here, which means probably 2 to 3 more turns and we'll break the walls, and then the city itself will start to take proper damage. We're 4 turns away from combining together and massively increasing the siege capability of these units. The damage disparity between us and the cities will close significantly, and also the range increase that a lot of these units are due will also increase the saturation of fire. Right now, a certain percentage of our troops can attack a city, right? And if we get +1 range, a larger percentage of our forces will be able to engage the enemy. So that's kind of the thinking there. All right, time for full saturation fire on Malgium. We're looking at 132 health before firing, or rather 132 fortifications before firing. Then when we go full hog blast and fire every possible unit, we bring that down to 50 fortification health. I think I might be misreading which is which. Whatever. Listen, brought him down. He's coming down, baby. Perhaps I could faith purchase more Domries to supply. Actually, you can slowly work on the city of Haradom over there, and that works for me. We've got a wave of new Domries hitting the front line, which is going to be fantastic when we finish nationalism. All right, saturation fire once again. Although a few of these guys did level up, so I am going to take the moment to take that +1 range. Remember, every time I take a +1 range, it means I get a higher percentage of my guys firing. We have taken the city now down to kill range. Walls are completely broken, so we just need to hit it a few more times. I'm going to put 2 extra envoys into Muscat so that I can get +4 gold in every shipyard. I have a reasonable number of shipyards, so that'll help out quite a bit with my gold. I went from like 2 gold per turn to 15 positive. That seems like it's a worthwhile amount. Babylon is still begging me for peace, and there's aid requests firing off, all sorts of jazz going on. There's military science. We do have access to the military academy. This is definitely a building I want to go for. A lot of my cities will be able to make use of that in the late game to get that +3 production from military academies. Particularly my capital will be able to benefit from that twice. I do think I would rather get the arena first though for that the +2 amenities, because that will also in theory lead to zoos. But once I have that, I'll be in a better position. Technologically, it could be good to learn where oil is. It would also be nice to get shipyard tech. So I'm tempted by both of these. I think I'll go for oil first. Finding oil seems like it would be pretty useful. Although this is a modern era tech and we are in the industrial era, so there might be something to be said of like being science efficient and researching these older techs, right? I could grab education and square rigging and focus on industrial era techs like steam power. It might be more scientifically efficient, particularly in a game where I'm very low, relatively speaking, on the science totem pole. There's not a particularly good amount of pillages in this city, so I'm going to focus on blasting this city with my bee balls. You can take that tile, and that was a very strange occurrence. I hate when that happens. It's very confusing when tiles, when units decide to occupy the same tile. It's very, very confusing. Let's go ahead and take the city. Monsieur Corsair. Malgium has been conquered. We have a Inquisitor of the Milk of the Land in position, and potentially we can get a second one there this turn to completely convert the city, making loyalty be much easier. I will tell the city to focus on food so it's not starving. And I will pop probably Magnus in here to keep the city under strategic control. We will also be moving forget what I was doing. No, I should move Victor into that city, honestly, into Malgium, and then I'll just put you back into Rajavihara. Would have been nice to raise these cities, but I may as well not. They're not on rivers, and their holy site placements, while they suck, they are fine. They are acceptably bad. Ever want to know if somebody disdains you? If they use the phrase, "you are acceptably bad," that's probably a good hint. So I think Borsippa is our next target. We have a nice 3-tile front line, potentially 4-tile front line that we can occupy. We will be also getting the Forbidden City out of this, which is also great. That's a wildcard policy slot. It's always nice to conquer all my favorite wonders off people, because I rarely do I get a chance to build them, because the AI just, unless you get like the most disgusting game of Civ ever, if you get like an average game of Civ, you're going to struggle. Right, you're going to struggle to get those. You should totally become a cavalry though. That'll give you that little bit more staying power. I'll move the healer to Malgium too. All right, so you have 3 range, which means you don't need to get close. You do need to get close, so you will. You need to get close, so you will. You have 3 range, so you don't need to get close. You can like sit back here. You've got 2 range, so you do need to get close. Although, you now have 3 range. You don't need to get close. You can fire from here. What do you got? You're sitting on 3 range too? Damn, I got so many 3 range dudes. It's actually kind of nuts how much range I got that I can just like on the first turn that I slap Borsippa. What, I just slapped off a healthy 100 fortification strength. Not even breaking a sweat. I'll take it, man. Let's go full Domri. The Domri is just such a good unit. Such a good unit. If you build it and use it correctly, it really is a game changer. Let's get this T online. Finally, we're getting builder charges up here in the north. Took us a very, very long time, but it's a small number of build charges. So it will take us a lot longer to build up that northern area, but the extra amenities and stuff coming from it will be useful. Oh, a fresh Domri just got smacked around. Fez declared war on me. That's fine. You keep tickling Haradum. Okay. The great soul claiming has begun. You shoot there. You claim his soul. You shoot there. You claim his soul. You shoot there. You shoot there. I suppose you can shoot there. You come here. Claim his soul. You go there. Claim his soul. The soul claiming has begun. And now we got a whole bunch of cores. And we should have boost. Oh, look at that. Look at that mobilization positioning. That's truly beautiful. So we lowered the total amount of Domries that we have. However, but the individual strength of each Domri increased, and then we have the faith to replace those. We could even get more cores because we have a fully built encampment in here. Does it have a military academy? Oh my god, that's actually gross. So we've got the lighthouse at Angkor Wat. I don't necessarily see a reason for me to do anything else. Getting the shipyard would be good. I think we will get the shipyard. It would make the city have a little bit more production. It would also get me a little bit more gold to fuel my economy. We got the Prasat here. I will go ahead and purchase the Stupa for 3 faith. And we will get the monument and the granary. Then we'll go for the aqueduct to continue to develop my faith economy. In terms of governors, I may as well grab an extra governor just to act as a loyalty stick. For now, I'll pop her into there. That's fine. And yeah, just really don't... Oh, there's a builder here. Yeah. Get back there and start repairing. Really don't feel the need to kind of change courses right now. There's universities. I would really like a university in Zanzibar, so I'll probably queue that up next to get that going. Mausoleum is almost done, and this is a pretty decent mausoleum, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 coastal tiles. That's 9 culture, 9 faith. It's like a 9 science. Very respectable. Go ahead, shoot there. Claim his soul. Shoot there. Go here, shoot. Go here, shoot. You step forward and shoot. You shoot. Where's my cavalry? My cavalry could take the city of Borsippa. And now the conquest is much faster. Once you get those once you get that combo, right, where the units all work together and they become cores, it makes your life so much easier, dude. It's actually insane how much easier your life becomes when you accept Corpus Christ into your heart. Core Christ? Whatever you want to call the thing when you turn units into cores. So we do now have an extra policy slot, which is honestly fantastic. We could go for Strategos. We could also go for something that's gold generating, or even naval infrastructure. Amenities. Conscription. My units aren't very expensive, so conscription isn't like necessary. I don't need military research. I don't need the extra faith. Naval infrastructure is pretty good here. So I'll just take that. It gives me a little bit of economy, especially on those fresh coastal cities. So Rani Lak Shimbai applies to industrial and modern era units, which should cover bombards and... No, sorry, it shouldn't cover bombards. It'll cover artillery when I unlock artillery, which I'll need refining to get oil for. So he's not useful right now, so I'll just put him to sleep. In fact, I'm sorry, wait, if I put him to sleep, I'll forget he's there. So I'm gonna go teleport him to the front line and attach him to something so I don't forget that he's there. Okay, I'm gonna move you up to here, and then I'll consume your soul. I'll move you to here so you can bombard that city. I will faith purchase myself another Domri core. And then we just gotta, well, I guess we should probably come back and kill this line infantry. And God, we do so much more damage now that we combined our units. Can we get that free settler? Yoink. Thanks. +2 era score. Lovely. And the city of Durmuti is now flipping to me. So we just need to take out Dur Kurigalzu, Haradum, and Rapicum. I need to get a scout or something over here. Oh, I have a scout. Go get those tribal villages. I mean, I know it's pretty late into the game, so the tribal village probably doesn't have too much value, but even so, it should have a decent amount. Let's get this guy over here to convert the land of milk and honey, or milk of the land rather. I could probably use another Inquisitor. Lovely, we got the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus, my second favorite wonder in the game. I really love watching the Wonder movie build. I used to not watch them, but like if you just look at that, like think of the effort. Someone went like frame by frame and placed every individual block in that animation. Let's go ahead and blast. Where did my cursor go? What the heck? All right. Isle of Faith by a cavalry. We can start blasting Dur Kuragalzu from a couple of positions. Haradum will go down soon. We got the Arena and Anchor Thom. We're not ready to build the other stuff. Let's get the Military Academy. That's +4 production and another +6 because the city does have the Diplomatic Quarter. Well, I'll have to build a second building in there too. But that will be nice. We're looking for gold from these trade routes. So 12 gold right there. Skadoosh, drop a fat mine. Oh yeah. Now the city's pogging. I don't know what to do with this settler. I mean, I guess there's land over here. Oh, a little bit of loyalty pressure here, eh? God, I don't know what to settle. I mean, there's like I don't know. We'll make use of it. We'll figure it out. I guess I can use one more charge on the Apostle, but then I need to make sure I don't use him again so I can keep him from disappearing. Mafia style. Dude, he is actually begging me for peace. He has been begging for peace for a long time. He has 0 army. He's 20 signs per turn. I've essentially eviscerated his entire civilization. And can you blame me for what he did to me this game? Okay? Unforgivable. Can attack after moving. I just need to blast the city one more time and then we can take it. Skadoom. Keep that city. Is it even worth it for me to kill Singapore now? I mean, I guess it is technically still worth it. I might do it. God, what a poorly settled city. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Malgium has a holy site and a campus. Let's get that harbor. It's not a particularly productive city, but it's fine. It'll never be very good, but I guess it produces like a little bit of science, a little bit of stuff, like a little chunk of money. It's got some population in here. So this is mostly a city that like costs me upkeep rather than doing anything super useful. I guess the 12 faith ain't bad, but still pretty bad city, all things considered. Yeah, let's move these Domri Sands forward. Oh, Durkura Galzu, you're struggling to survive. So we secured a golden age a couple turns ago. We did find some more natural wonders and all that kind of jazz. It took me nearly 3 episodes of Blood Feud just to kill Babylon. That's how annoying the AI can be. I may as well take that final upgrade. This guy is maxed level, literally cannot level up anymore. Technically can gather the experience to level, but cannot actually take a promotion. This is a very awkward city to attack because we can't get many shots on it. Rapakum is going to be equally, if not more annoying, because we need to get a unit in position to spot the city and then take shots. My hope is that I can kill him before Dermody flips, and this way he dies by the hand of Dermody and not by my hand, because if I kill him I take grievances with every other player on the map, but if he dies to a loyalty flip, well, that's his own damn fault, right? The people would be like, well, maybe he should have kept his loyalty higher. So I have a choice in here. I think I'm going to save for the water park. I think I'll crack out 2 builders and then maybe I'll spend like money. No, we'll wait on the builder stuff. Maybe I'll quickly grab a spy because I haven't done any spying stuff this game. Let's get repairing, although we definitely want to make sure we repair the workshop first, then the aqueduct, then the monument, then the granary, then the campus. Start working our way through that list. That's why it's not really that big of a deal to pillage a city, because it's quite easy to get it back up and running. There's no river here, so there's no need to move the holy site, so there's no need to pillage. It's also quite late into the game to be pillaging and resettling cities. I probably shouldn't have done it earlier, but I did, and you can't really go back now. Right, we have access to frigates, which is quite cool. You will have a promotion next turn. Blast the city, blast the city. Head this way. You also need to blast a city. Go ahead and blast a city. Basically dead. Come over here. Convert Haradun. It'll take a couple of charges from you. You step forward to reveal this city. You step down a tile. You don't have the range. You don't have the right. Oh, you don't have the right. You don't have the right. Let's get you a weapon upgrade, my boy. Let's blast you. Blast you. Close to breaking this city. Blast you. Oh, maybe. Come on, there we go. That's what we're talking about. Thanks for the 75 grievances. Not much in the way of repairing needed. Think of all of the production that I'm capturing in this mission. Like the amount of value that I'm getting from blasting through this guy's land cannot be overstated. This is like serious value. Okay, harbor on the way. Holy Site would be good adjacent to the harbor, I guess, for at least a +1. Not many other good places to put it, so that'll do. Let's get the harbor. The trade route's more important. I totally forgot to place the harbor in here, so it's going to be giga expensive compared to the other city. It's all right. It's not the end of the world. Now we can start to move some settlers over here to the east. Why not, right? Oh, you don't have the right. You don't have the right. You don't have the right. I've been thinking about replaying through some Souls games, so I've been trying to turn that into a song in my head. We could take that after the city falls. Boom. Here. And yeah, that's basically it. We gotta kill Rapakum in 8 turns. And then that's a wrap. That's Babylon completely defeated, completely yeeted off the face of the planet as we had planned. And honestly, as he rightfully deserves, the massive bell end. 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots, 4 shots. That's how you end up on the floor. Oh, the drunky wonky. Oh, the hokey pokey. Oh, ba-doo-ba-doo-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I've realized that I don't actually like drinking that. I mean, here's the thing. I thought I didn't like drinking. It's not that I don't like drinking. It's that I didn't like the consequences of drinking. So now that I don't suffer consequences from drinking, because I worked on myself and I don't say embarrassing, cringe stuff when I'm drunk, I actually like it again. I like getting drunk. I used to hate it because I would wake up the next morning and be like, oh God, what did I say to that guy? Did I embarrass myself again? Ew, what crazy. Because listen, I got the kind of personality, you get a couple of drinks in me and I'll say wild shit to try and make people laugh. And that's still in me. But I think now I spend my time around people who also do that thing. I found my tribe, you know? So now I kind of like getting drunk. And here's the thing. Whereas before I was getting drunk because it was like a social anxiety thing. It's like, oh, I don't want to be sober. I'm going to have a few more drinks. Now it's like, oh man, I want to get another drink. I want to buy my friend a drink. I don't want to get I'm not trying to get drunk. I'm just like, dude, I'm enjoying this beer. I'm enjoying this blood orange cider, whatever. I don't know. The process has changed in my head. I think, honestly, it was really good for me to take like a 4 or 5 year break. Actually, I think it was about like a 10-year break from proper drinking. I took like a 10-year break from drinking and then I started to enjoy it again. I also took a 10-year break from smoking. Smoking the devil's lettuce. But I don't know if I'll ever do that again. I think me and the devil, we've parted ways permanently. Ain't no devil's lettuce passing past my lips, if you know what I mean. I wish I could puppet cities because I don't want to have to micro this. God damn it. Bring back puppeting. Bring it back. Bring back puppets. Type bring back puppets in chat. Well, this is a video. Type bring back puppets. I always say chat. I don't know why. In the comment section, if you want them to bring back puppets for whatever the next Civ game is. I still wonder if it'll be some kind of like mid Civ. It's probably, I think the whole 7 exclamation marks on that tweet they put out, that's probably, I've thought about it. It's probably true. It's probably what it is, but who knows? I'm sticking to my guns. My guns are, it's going to be a Beyond Earth game. It's probably not. What else are we working on? Oh my goodness. What are we doing with our time here? So this is like the dog catching the car moment here. I don't know what to do with myself. I achieved, do I just kill more people? What do I do? I caught the car. Guys, what the hell do I do? Do I just go kill Japan? Artillery push and kill Japan and then go for a culture victory? Because if I kill Japan, a culture victory here is pretty easy. I'm just saying. If I get a little bit of an army together and I go kill Japan, it's not that hard for me to win. Because the second Babylon is gone and he's going to die by the hands of the almighty loyalty bomb, ain't no more problems in my empire. From a diplomatic standpoint, I just have to wait for these denouncements to run out. If I kill Japan, I only need like 100 tourists. So we could make this happen. You know what? Let's pivot it to a domination culture game, okay? Here's how it's gonna work, okay? This is gonna be like the Highlander culture game. Right, first I took out Babylon. Now I'm just gonna go to war with whoever has the most tourists and I'm going to kill them. So Japan is next, okay? So he's up here with the most domestics. He's going down. After that, it's unmet player. And I'm just going to keep getting tourism passively until the world's keep getting tourism and conquering until the world submits to me and accepts that I am the true, king shit a fuck mountain. Anyway, I got to call that the end of the video. I love you all very much and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.